fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
Protector of the adamantine forge, born from hellish heat, in hellish heat, destroyed.
The scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before your eyes. An illusion. What remains are simple instructions written in a spare hand. The secret to forging adamantine.
Now, doubt you'd care to notice, but you didn't see a dwarf on your travels, did you? Balin's his name.
Want master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore.
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Stop! Stop! Pippa Bang! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it somewhere!
You have cut out the Dwergar blood, but not its source.
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow striding among myconid dead.
This one is called. He hunted us. Hunt him in turn. Bring me his head, and I will know my circle is safe.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and we're back with Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I have a confession to make. I have replayed the last episode because I did a bit of a 180 and I changed my mind about what I wanted to do. Now, when we went to rescue the mushroom picker, so do you remember him? He was kind of like, he was stuck in the mushrooms and his wife was looking for him, but there seemed like there was some tension between them. It seems like maybe he wasn't such a great guy in the past. He was looking for something called Noble Stalk. Now, I have never got this in the game before and I kind of looked it up in between episodes to be like, where do I find this thing? And it turns out that the Noble Stalk was in that field of, I think they're called glowstalk or torchstalk mushrooms. They kind of exploded and the Noble Stalk, unfortunately, when I went back to look, had kind of blown up with it. So it was gone. And there's only one, I believe, that you can actually get at this point in the game. And so I was like, that's such a shame because it can restore memories. So I'd kind of read in between episodes that it can restore Dirge's memories, which I've tried since, and I got a very dark memory and I don't want to remember that. I don't think we need to know, but you can look it up on YouTube if you want to, but I was like, yeah, that's a bit too dark. You know, some memories are best left forgotten, I think. But Shadowheart can also have her memories restored. So she had, because she's a Shah worshipper and Shah is all about darkness and the void, she offered up some of her memories so that she could go and infiltrate the Githyanki Creche and steal the artifact and do that whole mission for her kind of like cloister. And so she doesn't really remember much about her past. So I thought I really want to get the Noble Stalk and give it to Shadowheart. And apparently it opens up like a whole new quest line at like Act 3. So I did want to do that. And there's something else as well, which if we do things a certain way, there's something really nice in Act 3 that I kind of want to show you that I haven't done before myself. So I am doing a bit of a switcheroo. And I've replayed that last episode kind of scene for scene. I've done everything exactly right. I went and got the boulette. We went and fought the Dwergar. I fought the bird guy. Like everything's the same. Like the drow are in that kind of like little kind of cove. Everything's the same, except I went and got the I forgot what it's called. I went and got this special mushroom that can restore memories, and accidentally the mushroom guy did unfortunately die when that field of torch ducks blew up. So we have to go and give the news to his wife, unfortunately. Something tells me she's not going to be too upset about it. But again, I feel kind of bad about it, because even though he was clearly like not a great guy in the past, like since he's lost his memory, he's kind of become a little bit more simple and compliant and kind of a bit nicer. And so I didn't think I don't like the outcome that he died in the mushrooms, but I think it is going to be the best for the perfect playthrough. So hopefully you guys are on board with this, and I'm really excited to give Shadowheart the Noblestalk and like see what happens. So first things first though, look at my good boy back here. He's got a gift for us. Scratch, come back. Scratch, come to me. He's not very good at like come yet. He's pretty good at fetch, but like not coming when he's called.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there, Scratch? I'm in my drow armor as well, guys.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
I don't think he's ever brought me sandals before. He's brought us pristine mesh toe sandals. Okay, he's brought us our slippers, I guess. Yeah, I've got my drow armor on because we're going to infiltrate the Dwagar camp. We're going to take that boat and go across the Ebon Lake. We're also looking for a temple of the Dark Justiciars, which was built by Ketheric Thorm, which Shadowheart is very, very interested in. And we're also looking for this because it's a passage to Moonrise Towers where kind of the Absolute is hanging out. So we're going into kind of enemy territory now. We're also looking for some deep gnomes who are friends with the gnome who was injured in the mushroom camp. And we need to kind of like rescue her people who've been kind of captured by the Dwagar and be forced to dig something out. We also think the thing they're digging out might be this ancient forge, the Adamantine Forge, which we're also super interested in, so we want to check that out too. There's so much to do. And yeah, and also the Sovereign, the mushroom guy, he wants us to go and kind of deal with this drow called Nair, who's apparently, you know, led the assault on the Dwagar against the mushroom circle. So he's kind of like wanting us to deal with that situation. We're a drow, so I'm hoping we can just kind of like talk to him, reason with him, make him see sense, maybe get him on our side, but we'll see how that goes. But why have I left Square? Pet the good boy. I can't believe it took me that long. What is wrong with me? I should have done that at the beginning of the episode. I can't believe it took me, what, 5 minutes? 6 minutes? There we go. But that's kind of the plan. Now, the drow armor, though, is unfortunately it's not my best armor. It looks great. It looks amazing. And I feel like it fits the part, right? It fits the role. If we're going talking to the Dwagar, who are quite nasty, they're quite rough, you know, they don't like drow, but there is kind of a unspoken, I don't know, like we're both from the Underdark, like we both do our own thing down there, like there's kind of like a trade deal, I guess, that going on between the two races. So I feel like if we're dressed like a drow, they're going to be less suspicious of us and more accepting that we are meant to be wherever it is that we are. I don't think it makes any difference to the game, but that's kind of like the storyline I've got going in my head. Unfortunately, it does bring my AC down to 17 from 19, which is, it's like higher if I wear other armor, but I don't know, it's pretty. I want to wear it. Shut up. The team for today as well is going to be Cordia, Shadowheart, Karlach and Will mainly, because they're all like, well, Will and Karlach have a lot of approval that you can get from going to this place which is called the Grimforge. You know, I feel like they're going to be really on board with the whole like freeing the deep gnomes like from the servitude of the Dwagar. I'm trying to avoid a certain word, but you know what that word is. So I feel like, you know, it's kind of like their moment, so I kind of want to take them. But Team B, who's now currently Dirge, Gale, Lae'zel and Astarion, they are going to kind of pop in and help out a little bit. So if you're kind of like, they're your favourites, yeah, don't worry, they're going to get on board. Also, we are kind of mixing up the team, so we might get a few bits of dialogue we haven't seen. So one of you did leave in the comments that you wanted me to mix up the teams a bit more, so this is for you. And yeah, I guess we're going to get on with it. I talk so much. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, let's just go and talk to Shadowheart and give it this Noblestalk.
Huh. So,
That's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something?
She's so pretty. Oh, also, I've updated my graphics card drivers. I'm not very good at like maintenance, so they've been a bit bad for a while. So hopefully we're going to see some improvements. I think it looks a lot better. The game looks really good now, because like I was installing Dragon Age, and it was like your graphics driver is out of date. Like we're not going to let you even play this game until you update it. So I had to do it. So hopefully it's going to like sort out that shadow glitch. I can't believe I didn't think of that. But okay, so. Shadowheart, you should eat the noble stalk. Perhaps it could restore your memories.
I can't. My memories are being withheld for a reason. Lady Shah will return them to me when the time is right, no sooner. Besides, mushrooms aren't my favorite. I think it's because of the gills.
She says when her camp is literally like surrounded by mushrooms, she's like, they're very pretty, but they creep me out. So I am pretty good at persuasion. I think I've got like proficiency. Yeah, persuasion proficiency. So I'm going to go for that. But first, there's a little like trickaroo that we're going to do here, because if we give the noble stalk to Balin, I think she's called, the trader, she actually has more later on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I kind of want to do both. We could also give it to Dirge, but it's so dark, I don't want to. I'm going to switch to Will, I think, for a second. And I'm going to have Will grab the noble stalk out of Cordia's inventory. And we're just going to drop it on the ground. Apparently, according to YouTube, this works. Not YouTube, Reddit. Apparently, according to Reddit, this works. So if we put it there, it won't actually get consumed when we do this dialogue. So they're your memories. You don't have to ask permission to know who you are. You've done the mission. You know, you don't have to worry about the Githyanki anymore. They're well past us, apart from Lae'zel, who maybe we need to worry about when she gets a bit grumpy, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Shah won't mind. So let's go. She won't guide me because I'm using it on her. I think I've got this. 12. 15, there you go. Yeah, easy peasy. And with my persuasion proficiency as well. 25. Success. Great job. Thanks for guiding me, guys.
All right. Give it here.
Is it working?
I remembered something. Not everything. It's new and not new at the same time. All jumbled up. I was younger. Much younger. An initiate at the cloister. I was upset about something. The others were teasing me, mocking my name, like I wasn't worthy of it. There was another. A tiefling boy with short horns and purple hair. I think he was my friend. He tried to make me feel better. Ronald. That's the last part of it I remember. That must be his name. Perhaps he's still there in Baldur's Gate.
Must have been nice to have had a friend. When I was growing up, training to be a priestess of Lolth in the Underdark, I didn't have any friends. It was dangerous to have friends. It's like what Karlach says, you know, like like running around in the hells. It's like, oh, it's hard to, like, you can't trust your friends. It's the same if you're like a drow, which is why she kind of like grew up and escaped and became a cleric of Illustri, and now she kind of like loves having her friends close and around her. So like I think Cordia would be really happy to know that, like, because they've had a similar upbringing, like Shadowheart had a friend in a really dark place. Like as a child, you know, she had someone that she could kind of like rely on, someone who had a bag. Like that would make her really happy, I think. But we can now pick up
of the people.
the noble stalk, which is still here. And we can go and see Balin and kind of give that to her. Okay, so over here, this is where the trader is. Dereth? Yeah, her husband's Balin and she's Dereth. I get them mixed up. So unfortunately, the Deep Wraith is going to be sad because he misses Balin.
Waiting for master. Miss his scratches. Can't leave without him.
Why is the game like this? It's like, it's so hard to make good decisions because like all decisions make me feel bad. I don't think Cordia would have intentionally killed that guy, but whoops, accident. I mean, he's lucky that she didn't blow those like mushrooms up from a distance, quite frankly. Yeah, like let's tell Dereth the bad news.
Well?
I'm so sorry. Balin died in a field of toxic mushrooms.
Dead? Worthless old fool. He had one bleeding job.
No love lost between the two of you, I gather.
Love? Never heard of it. Balin was a rotten old bastard. Treated me like an old shoe for 70 years before his mind started to go. Softened him up. Made him realize how much he needed me. Losing his mind was the only good he ever did by me.
I thought, you know, that she was dosing him. I don't know if I made that up or if it actually says it somewhere in the game. I thought she was kind of like microdosing him to kind of like make him lose his mind and be more kind of like pliable. Like, I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you know that's true or not in the comments without kind of like, I don't know, be careful what you write because I don't want anyone to get like told off by YouTube for writing creepy stuff. But yeah, maybe don't write that. No, just move swiftly on. What are you doing down here?
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Not no more, though.
Yeah, I never really took to her. I never really liked her. I thought she was kind of mean. But, like, having said that, you know, if she's been dealing with a toxic relationship for a long time, you know, maybe she has got her defenses up. Maybe she is a little bit brash because of that. If she's not been it's like half my companions, right? If they've not been shown love, they don't know how to love. It's like the whole conversation we had about Astarion last week. So we've got a drow option here. Again, we are from the Underdark, so we know about the local flora and fauna. I've heard it has I've heard it has its uses as a remedy.
Once I get my hands on it, it'll remedy my flagging coffers. Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss.
What makes this mushroom so valuable?
I've yet met an ailment it couldn't help. Baldness, blindness, poison, piles, and best of all, it cures my dangerously underweight purse.
So similar options there. I just wanted to show you what was available, but we can show her the noble stalk.
Ah, to no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then, hand it over.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. In my last playthrough, in the last episode, I kept Balin alive and blew up the mushroom. So, and this is the first time I've ever got the mushroom. I had to literally Google it to know where to find it because I always blow up the mushrooms. Well, we know why she needs it. She keeps telling us, like, because like it's worth a lot of money. But let's see if there's any extra information. Why do you need it so badly?
I run a shop called Bone Cloaks in Baldur's Gate. Balin nearly sunk the shop to pay for drink. When he was of his own mind. If I can put noble stock on the shelves, it might allow me to hang on a little longer.
Okay, so she was in this relationship. He was like spending all the money that they needed to keep the shop running on drink and like treating her badly, like really badly. And yeah, no, I'm not surprised that she's not sad he's gone. Like, now she's like, right, I'm gonna handle things on my own. I'm better off on my own. So good for her, I guess. Give it to her. No, we're gonna give her the noble stalk.
I thank you. Truly I do. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. Might be I can repay your kindness. You take care out here.
That. So, Act 3, we're going to go and find her in Baldur's Gate. I need to sort out my mouse. What is going on with this thing? Okay, so before we leave, I think we should probably go and check in with the Sovereign. We didn't, I don't think in the last episode I remembered to tell him about Glut and the whole, like, I don't know, rebellion, like Glut. Basically, the other Sovereign mushroom who kind of like lost his circle had a bit of a vendetta against Sovereign Spore, who's the Sovereign of this circle, and he wanted us to kind of like attack him so he could take over the circle for himself. And it was like, mate, Like, this guy took you in when you had nowhere to go, and like, okay, he didn't help you when your circle was under attack, but that doesn't mean we need to attack him, right? Two wrongs don't make a right. So yeah, he wants us to go and deal with the Dwagar still.
Peacebringer, be at home.
Dirge slayed the creature called Glut. It was scheming to slaughter your circle.
You are one with spore. Your throat tightens, then relaxes. The air is serene, your mind untroubled.
The songs we sing now carry your spirit. I first named you Peacebringer. I now name you Kin Spirit.
Thank you so much. We're family now. I really like the mushroom circle. I think they're really, really nice. Well, yeah, no, when they're not being threatened, you know, when they're just doing their own thing, they're quite peaceful. Fuller.
I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people?
We're about to go sail across the Ebon Lake and look for them. How long before you're fit to move?
Don't know. Longer than I'd like, but a slow recovery, still a recovery.
Excellent. Well, we'll set off then and let you know what happens. Hopefully we can find your people. Let's go. I'm such an idiot. I'm just gonna go and like fast travel to the lake, I think. The beach.
You look happy, Shadowheart. Like a night orchid in bloom.
You must be imagining it.
It's all over your face.
It must be all the fresh air since the crash. Has me flush.
It looks good on you.
Shadowheart and Karlach, do we ship them? What was that about? A little bit of flirting there. Okay, how do you know about Shadowheart and the Night Orchids, Karlach? Like, you have to be like semi-romantic or super friendly for her to kind of like confide in you that. So that's a sign that Karlach and Shadowheart kind of like get along when we're not looking. I can see it actually. I can see Shadowheart and Karlach being like into each other. Do you know what, actually, when you first meet Karlach, if you've got Shadowheart with you, sometimes she'll say, she looks like she could throw me over her shoulder. Like she's all like hot for her. So I mean, literally, right? I ship them. I think I like that. I don't know, I like that. Okay, let's go on the Dwagar boat.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
Sail into the darkness. I feel like Cordia would have been on boats like this before. Maybe not, yeah, maybe Dwagar boats. I feel like the Drow probably travel around on the Ebon Lake quite often. I don't know how effective this boat would be, but I think it looks really cool. It reminds me of like Jurassic Park, you know, those like little like chicken dinosaurs with the frill. Uh-oh. Ahoy, matey! Lovely day for a sail.
You there! Drow! Why are you in Gexraft?
Borrowed it, innit? Taking it out for a test drive. He's thinking of selling it.
We aren't expecting more of you. Where's Gek? Who are you?
Okay, I'm going to admit, I kind of like the Dwagar. The bad, right, we like not friends, definitely foe. They've definitely got an attitude problem. But again, I'm from the north in the UK, and they've got a lot of bants, is what I'm saying. They've got a lot of banter. And it's kind of that kind of like the rough way that you can sometimes speak to kind of like friends and people who know you quite well. Like sometimes you're like, oh, you plonker, you know, like name calling and things. But it's not like necessarily aggressive or mean, but they are actually mean. But I like the way they talk to each other. I think like I quite like the Dwagar in this game, apart from the fact that the kind of really bad people that we definitely need to stop from doing the things that they're doing. But movies, I like the kind of the characterization of them, I think, is what I want to say. Okay. Well, we do have these boots that Thulla stole from the captain, and she gave us them to like, basically so we can talk our way in. So I'm going to say, I seek the sergeant. I believe she's keen to get these boots back.
Well, I'll be. You got them? The sergeant's been whining non-stop. What about Gek? Where's he at?
Oh, he stayed behind to tie up some loose ends.
More like avoiding the sergeant, I reckon. Come on, let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with the drow.
I don't know, he's kind of got like fun teacher energy, you know, like the teacher that catches you doing something you shouldn't, but he's kind of alright about it. Or like, I don't know. This scene might glitch a bit. I don't know why he does this. Hopefully it doesn't. Yeah. So some of the characters will already be there when we get there. Yeah, lovely statue. Shadowheart, what do you think of that? Shadowheart? Where does she go? Like the design, like the art team nailed it.
Sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
Like the turns of phrase are great. I'll be plowed sideways.
You shithead!
Yeah,
Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon? Friend of Near's? Or you plough and drow now?
Excuse me. I love the way they talk to each other. I think that is some great writing. So if anyone from Baldur's Gate happens to watch my video, like, please pass on my compliments to whoever wrote that scene, because it's great. Like, I don't know, it's like such great script writing, like so funny. Okay, what do I want to say? I'm sorry that there's a bit of a glitch there. You can see that Karlach stood where she shouldn't be stood in that scene. Yeah, we get to see a bit more of Karlach's kind of like hot backside, so only a mild complaint. What do I want to say? Okay, so much from that already that I want to talk about. So one, they said, I'm going to repeat it, but they said twat soul. So they're clearly not a fan of the true souls and the absolute. They are kind of like mercenaries, or like they have been hired. They're working alongside them, but they are not part of it. So one, we could use that to our advantage. Like, our enemy of our enemy, right? Well, actually, they're kind of like a friend of our enemy, but they don't like them. I don't know. We'll make that work. Also, we've got a drow answer. We can say, disgusting. I assure you we are not ploughing, but I don't know. We're here on business, right? And we want to... I want to try and be a bit friendly with these people if we can. I feel like that would be to our advantage. They don't like true souls, so I don't want to say that. We don't want to be a true soul. I think I'm going to say, I'm here to see the sergeant. I have her boots.
Aye, she speaks true. Found the hoon sailing Gek's skiff.
Excuse me?
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You're one of them cult freaks. Felt the tingle. Your twat's old chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
Honestly, I don't think I've got 100 gold. Look at Karlak ready to fight there. She's like... like a little bodyguard back there. Excuse me. I'm not giving you a single coin.
Unclog your hole. Just shitting around.
They were trying to look.
But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
We're closing in on Near, but if we want his head, we'll need to free him first.
Will, shh. Now is not the time for this conversation. Wait until we're out of earshot. God, he's so eager. He did that as well in front of Priestess Gut. He was just kind of like, we should kill her. And I was like, Will? And she's like, what did your friend say? Will, keep it down. Use the tadpole to speak to me. So a couple of episodes back, I shared my mycelium thing. What's it called? I forgot what. Hyphasia from my own D&D campaign, and it's such a useful tool as a DM. So sometimes, what you're chatting about? So sometimes your players will be kind of like chatting amongst themselves, and you kind of like, as the DM, you're like, are your characters saying this, or are you saying this out of dialogue? Or like it's like they want to kind of communicate, but they can't have that conversation because they're in a situation like this. And I'm like, use the Hyphasia. You know this because you spoke through the Hyphasia. It kind of like solves that problem. So again, if you're a DM and you want my Hyphasia, it is on D&D Beyond. It's just super useful. Okay, so there's like a note here. What does this say? Grubby map. On one side of this page, a hand-drawn map depicts a northern grotto bordering the Ebon Lake. An attacker's account marks the other. One of the drug named shrooms sensed us and split. Chunky one too. Month's worth of soup at least. They were going to eat them and turn them into soup. I like mushrooms. I'd eat mushroom soup, but not those mushrooms. Those are friends, not food. The rest were too busy droning to put up much of a fuss. Near pays us. And I'm bolting for Mantle Derith. Thrin's orders be damned. They got Kel steak, mineral mead, and top land food also. Can't live on fungus alone. Why did I find that so hard to read? So there's a bit of dissent in the ranks. Like, they want to get paid, they want to get out of there. They want better food. There's a note here as well. Can I get it? Battered note. I don't know why I can't click on it. Hang on, I'm having trouble with this. I can take it though, it's white. Okay, what does that say? A. Prickheads. Slave grub in the right barrel. Rothchow in the left. Next of you shits I see frubber in it gets a hot poker up the... Oh, I don't want to read that out loud. Thrin. Okay, Sergeant Thrin. So that's who we've got, like... That's who we've got the boots of. So there's some food there, but we can't really take it. So, hang on, what did it say? Like, so this, hang on. Rotten mushrooms, rotten tomatoes. So this is what they're feeding the Rothe and the gnomes. I don't want to open the barrels. I don't want to get in trouble. Let's talk to these guys.
You've got a brain of your own. Go on.
Okay.
What are you looking at? Move.
Like, I love this temple. Like, clearly they've moved in. They didn't, like, build it or anything. They're just kind of, like, using it as a base. But this temple design with all the purple is so, so beautiful. Honestly, the environment team, the art team of Baldur's Gate, amazing, amazing job. Like, Shadowheart, does this look familiar to you at all? I'm just trying to, as a cleric, I'm just trying to place who this temple might be to. Up here we have got a waypoint, which is nice. We've got like a bit of a split direction. So there's this way, which I am definitely interested in as a drow. There's some stuff down there for me for maybe later. It's a big area, so I'm gonna have to...
Deep gnome make, but the design is anything but. What was this fort?
Whoever built it, they let it rot for ages.
This is kind of a bit dismantled, isn't it, unfortunately? incredibly beautiful. Like even like the gold detailing on the stairs, it's so pretty. And like look at like the cracks in the stairs. It's just so beautifully done.
Reinforcements, huh? Let's see how long you last.
What do you mean reinforcements?
Gnomes make such a thing.
Who's talking? What's this?
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
Shadowheart? What do you think of this,
My faith will
flag?
guide me.
Does it remind you of anything?
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
No comments. Okay.
What to do?
Definitely is a little bit forgetful, isn't she?
Moving ahead.
So yeah, there's a certain way I want to handle this situation. I want it to play out a certain way, so I'm going to do certain things in certain order. Really big area, we can't explore the whole thing in one episode, so just kind of like bear with me. We will kind of keep going.
Selûne did call forth the moon and the stars. Shah cloaked them in shadow to cover our scars.
More Selûne and oh my goodness, they're so noisy. More Selûne and Shah. Perhaps this was a temple to one of them. These guys, I'm going to come back and talk to in a minute. Again, you have to do things in kind of a particular order. Is this person peeing?
I have something to ask.
I know he's looking at the stonework.
Another drow. Just what we needed.
Yeah, so no love lost between the drow and the Dwagar, apparently. Hello.
Saw you arriving. Almost put a hole in your boat. Don't make me wish I had.
Yeah, my graphics are definitely looking so good. Did you see like the water on her face? Oh, a trader.
Same as in the goblin.
Friends in a right, Borlek. That rubble ain't budging, no matter how hard she whips them gnomes. Neera's gonna be pissed. What you want, anyway? Here to yap or looking to buy? Dry land means fresh stock.
I find that the Dwagar look very similar to each other. I have got face blindness, so I do find it hard to kind of like map faces. I do genuinely like struggle sometimes to kind of like, unless someone has a particular distinguishing feature, or like I recognize their voice or a certain hairstyle, I find it hard to kind of like see faces anyway. But I think the Dwagar in particular, I don't know, like, do you agree or do you disagree? They all seem very samey, because like the drow, right, like all the drow have like the same kind of like skin colors, like white hair, like they have a certain look. And so as someone who finds it hard to kind of like distinguish actual faces, like I really struggle with it. It's called prognososia. I can't pronounce it properly, but it's a proper thing. Let's see what you have. Like, he looks like the guy, he looks just like the guy to me that was on the boat when we were coming here. Tell me I'm wrong. So he's got some really interesting things. Bow of the Banshee. On a hit, possibly inflict frightened, and get a 1d4 bonus to attack damage against frightened creatures. So you can frighten them and then continue attacking them and do extra damage. So he's got some really good stuff. Jorgul's Greatsword, that has like a special thing. Channel your mettlesome strength and strike all creatures in a line. That is cool. And then the Shining Staver of Skulls. So I haven't actually got very much money. I've got 10. We haven't even got like 100 gold on us. So I think I'm probably going to have to come back to him. Maybe we can get a
Come
story
back anytime. I'll be here, enjoying the show.
So he's enjoying the fact that these guys are getting whipped. Sergeant Thrin, hello. I think this is her. She's not currently wearing any shoes, so that would make sense. Oh, she moved.
What now?
Is that how you welcome a true soul? Again, like their team true soul, so...
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories, just an echo of scars that never healed.
A true soul, eh? Useless wreck of a lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapsed. Trapped true soul near. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads.
Oh, there's only one head I'm interested in today, and it's not yours. So, how do we want to play this? She's under pressure because she's in trouble if she doesn't get this ferry. It's like having a VIP, right? And the VIP is dying on her watch, so she knows that she's in trouble. How did Near get trapped?
Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get Near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that.
I mean, a legit technique here is like you just ignore the whole thing and you keep long resting, and then eventually it just dies inside there. You don't actually have to do anything. But there may be another factor, so let's keep talking. And what were you hoping to find at this dig?
Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders, Near said. Must contain something important. He got me to recruit non-believers. But not everyone's seeing the Absolute's truth. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands.
A riot, you say? If they don't get paid? Interesting. Interesting information. I'm sure I'll make some use out of that. What do I want to do now? We do have explosive powder, but I want to kind of follow the quest line. Clearing that rubble will be no easy feat. Any ideas?
Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane.
Don't do that. If the gnomes get injured, they won't be able to work as well. I will, I'm trying to speak to them in a way that they'll understand, not in a way that I'm thinking, if that makes sense. I disagree with this whole situation, just to make that super clear, because I know sometimes people can misunderstand what someone's intentions are. So I just want to make it clear that we do not agree with what they're doing. And again, her whole thing, Claudia's whole thing is liberation of people. So just to make that abundantly clear. But again, sometimes we've got to trick people, and we could go in fighting. I'm sure Karlach would be like, let's just kill them all. But you don't know, right? Speaking to people, sussing the situation out, seeing how we can leverage things is more the approach we're taking. Do I want to give her the boots? I don't want the boots, so we might get a reward for this. We might get money. I might be able to buy things.
Never thought I'd see these back. Nasty sneak gave even Gek the slip.
Oh, we've got something for the foot people again.
Crafty little shits, these ones. You need a stiff cane to keep them in line. Here then. His bounty's yours.
Don't mind if I do. I'd rather the money be in our pockets than, it's the same thing as what I said about the Zentarim. I'd rather it be out in our pockets than their pockets, because what they're going to get up to with it is probably not going to be good. Okay. Sounds like you have a tough job ahead of you. Better hurry.
You gonna just leave him in there to choke? Shit. On the double, you pricks! Before I carve my name into your arses.
Well,
Rip off her head, will you dig her out?
Well, that wasn't the intention I had. I didn't mean to make their life harder for them. I just wanted to kind of oh no, look. No, stop it. Right, hang on, let's take this quickly so we can intervene. Brow leather armor. Wait. Oh no, they're being mean to them. Armor of uninhibited Kushko. Okay, I think this is really good. I don't think I've ever had it before. I normally keep the boots, and I'm like, when Ancient Defense is active, the wearer can use their reaction to make an unarmed strike against the attacker that misses. I think that's really good, right? I've heard people talking about that. Racing band, personal space. After shoving an enemy, the wearer gains a +1 to their armor class until the next turn. Right, we don't really need that +1 to armor class. I think we're kind of tanky. There's other things that we can do, and I've heard that's really good, so I want that, and I want to stop them from doing what they're doing right now.
Bugger off! You're distracting the slaves. They run, you're dead.
Are you sure about that? Have you met my friend Dirge? Okay, I want to talk to these guys.
The gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Eavesdrop on the conversation. Perception. Okay, DC of 10. I think we can do this with a little bit of guidance. Guidance me, guys. Yeah, there we go. We got it, 26.
I'll never get through. We need that smoke powder.
Wilhelmw's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back.
Tell the sergeant where she went. Baltur's still trapped with that maniac near.
Forget the smoke powder. They'd kill Vil on the spot. I won't let you do it.
I like this one. Listen, I can help you. Act frightened or you'll draw suspicion. I like the idea of being like, you know, giving him a bit of a wink and being like, look, I've got a plan. But I like this one as well. I'm a friend. Shh. Thulla sent me. You know, Thulla's the girl who gave us the boots that she stole. Like, yeah.
Glittering gods. She actually survived.
Praise Ironhand. Larida, our prayers are answered. Mom, our friends are trapped in the cave-in. And I know a way to get them out.
Bug, please. True Solnir will... You know what he'll do.
Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know.
Lunkbug, don't!
I've got no choice, Larida. We have to chance it. A few days back, there was a scene. Our friend Wilhelmw, she's a sapper, set off a blast and ran off. We set a spot for hiding if someone found trouble. I'll mark your map. If Wilhelmw made it, you'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Beldron and the rest out.
Okay, so it's not just near in there. If it was just near in there, we'd just walk off and let him die and come back for his head later. But there's some deep gnomes in there. And we said we were going to rescue them all, so that is the plan. This is a very dirty answer. Excellent, I can add Wilhelmw's head to my collection. I do have explosive powder, but again, I'm following the quest line. I'll do what I can.
Please, please don't hurt my Phil. I beg you.
Hurry! Our people won't last in that cave-in forever.
Sorry, a wire was falling down in the background there, so I'm probably just gonna like cut the sound on that bit because I bet it was noisy. Okay, and we got approval from Karlach and Will. We get quite a bit of that in this scene, which is why I brought them. So let's just see if they've got any extras.
You got the smoke powder? Go on, blow the rubble.
Not yet. I've literally been stood here for 10 seconds. How do you think I got it in that time?
Beldron's still trapped. Find Wilhelmw and get that smoke powder.
On it. Okay. I know him. Do you remember the little guy on the windmill? And he got down and he was all grumpy and he was looking for his friend. In fact, we've actually got something from him in here, I think. Splattered diary. A badly charged diary with property of Wulbren written on the inside cover. In one of the few legible entries, the author wonders if he'll ever see his friend Barkus again now that he's departed for the surface world. So this is actually Barkus, and he's looking for his friend Wulbren. So this isn't Wulbren, is it? No, this is Welso. Let's chat with him. Let's catch up with him.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortunes. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks.
I'm a drow, it's fine. I do what I want here. I want to ask about his progress. You were on a quest, weren't you? Making progress? Is this part of the plan?
I thought I was. I came down here looking for Wulbren. I suspected he and his little friends might have come to this region. And I was right. But I was too late. Wulbren had already been taken to Moonrise Towers. The rest, put to work. You won't find a worse gaggle of rare-dwells than these iron-hand gnomes. Except for Wulbren, desperate though his taste in companions might be. As I was contemplating his folly, I was spotted by a very ugly dwergar. Now, I dig. It isn't good.
Okay. So, Barkus disapproves of the Iron Hand gnomes. So it sounds like all the others are Iron Hand gnomes, and they were kind of like part of the clan that Wilhelmw was hanging around with. Some of them are here, and some of them have been taken to Moonrise. So looks like we're going to have to track him down somewhere else. That was very brave of you.
I thought they'd be easy to outwit. I had an entire plan. Unfortunately, it didn't account for an army of mad Underdark cultists. Nor did I account for some captives to be trapped in with the drow after the cave-in. Too many permutations. Quite the headache.
Wow. It sounds like you need my help again.
Help would be welcome. Whether you're up to the job remains to be seen.
I cut you down from the windmill, didn't I? Well, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take care of your captors, and I'll get you out of here, and we'll find your friend.
You will? If you are successful, that would be most convenient.
Indeed, wouldn't it? And we've got Welso.
My sister's in there! Myrna! Myrna, can you hear me?
Okay. So, I'm going to save quickly. Okay. Let's see if we can see anything. Are there any little cracks that we could peek through, perhaps? Anywhere we could squeeze through, get people out?
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
A true soul. True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Spilling poison.
Are you near? What happened here?
Expedition. Passage trapped. The gnomes are useless. Don't trust Burks. Get me out.
The view through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures.
Okay, so I don't know. Like he's seen us as a friend. He's expecting us to side with him. He said we can't trust the mercenaries, which means the Dwagar, and the gnomes are useless. I mean, I wouldn't say they're useless. They're little and they're trying their best, right? Like they are trying their best, because even like I feel like they'd be working just as hard even without like the influence from the Dwagar, because their friends and family are trapped inside, so they're already doing the best, right? They have an incentive to remove that rubble as quickly as they can as well. Right, perception, try to focus. What more can you see? Okay, DC of 10. Guide me, Shadowheart, guide me, friends. Oh, I think we've got it. We're fine. I've got proficiency. We're okay. There we go.
The blur resolves into an image. Two gnomes feverishly removing debris, while two others lie dead at Nir's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic. You sense Nir's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
Oh, okay. That's not good. Okay. Hold in there. We'll get you out. I'm shouting not to Nir, but to the gnomes. Okay. Next up on my list of people to talk to are these two out here.
Those beasts last I saw, and he still ain't broke through.
Are you talking about the gnomes? Hello.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeant's our ticket in.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
Hello.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her?
Well, if it's more than 100 gold, you're going to be out of luck. So they do not like the true souls, which plays to our advantage actually. Sorry, my hair's getting all tangled. I'm gonna say, don't be absurd. I hate these true soul cultists. I can't say that, it's so hard to say. True soul cultists. Oh.
Yet you got that twat soul stench.
Rude.
If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain.
Well, there is that.
Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
Stop flirting with me. A stench? Ridiculous. I'm no more a true soul than you are.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them.
So we've got, I was a true soul, the cult lied to me, and now I want revenge. Or do we convince him it's paranoia? That one, I mean, he obviously can tell. But I feel like they hate them so much. I think I'm going to go for this one, but it's tricky. It's a toss-up between the two. You're imagining things. I would never bow to the absolute. Guide me, guys. I am going to go with Eagle Splendor for this. For some reason, it's saying I can't use guidance on that one. But it's a DC of 10 and we've got 2 chances of getting it. So fingers crossed. And you guys can guide me. Oh my god. How unlucky was that? 5? I got 2 2s. I'm gonna have to roll again. That's unbelievable. I don't want to use friends because they can get mad at you afterwards, and I actually am trying to get him on side, so. There we go. Another 2. 3 2s.
Could be you're right. Something's different with you. In that case, want to earn some gold?
In fact, yes, I do need some gold. What gold? I thought you hadn't been paid yet.
Ain't my gold I'm offering. It's the true souls.
Keep talking.
Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nia. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nia's got plenty.
Has he now?
Help Thrin free Nia. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in?
I don't mind the idea of having a few extra hands in this fight, so sounds good, but I expect half the spoils. Guidance. I'm going to use Karlach to guide me, just because it's nice to do so. Guide me, guys. Yay! We did it. 25, look at that.
Half? You drugnin. Fine. Half it is, but first, we need to take care of something. You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it. And don't get caught. The cult watches through it, and we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it.
Well, I don't take my orders from you, but it certainly sounds like a plan. And any ideas on getting Nia out? Where did that deep gnome run to?
Some days back, a slave gnome bolted with smoke powder. Handy stuff. Her crew know more than they're letting on. See if you can get him to talk. Now move. You're hogging my air.
Already did. I have quite a way with people, unlike someone I know. Okay, so let's see, does this lady have anything to say?
Eye's still patrolling. Ain't you supposed to smash it?
Right, well, I'll get right on that then. Where is the eye? Like, hang on, wait, look at this thing here. Wait. Look. Can we click on this? Sorry, I'm distracted by this thing. Okay. I don't know where the eye went. Let's go and look for it. Let's go and hunt it down.
You sure we can trust him?
Shit, of course I ain't sure. I ain't even trust you most days. But we got nothing to lose. It all goes to plan, and our asses get paid. If it goes belly up, we got a scapegoat. It's Nia's game to lose.
Okay. Well, let's go this way and look for that eye, I guess. I'm a bit nervous about this. And to be honest, I might save. So it does patrol up along here. And I do find sometimes this is a good place to get it. But this lady's also patrolling as well. I think that's a lady.
Shh. I can't focus with you breathing so close.
I'm sorry, I'll stop breathing. Hello?
If you aren't here to inspect the stonework, then get lost. And if you are, well, I doubt you've got anything useful to say.
They're incredibly rude to me, aren't they? If I was if I was a drow sworn, oh my goodness. If I was a loth-sworn drow, I would have to teach these people a lesson. You know, dangerous talking to someone like me down here. Stonemason Kith.
How peculiar.
I like this guy.
Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be.
Thought he was talking about me there for a second.
What luck.
It's my filter.
Look here, Hoon. I seek fresh eyes. Care to lend yours to a weary mason?
Possibly, but could you stop using insulting language towards me? A suspiciously eager welcome from a Dwagar.
Ease your suspicions. I've got no mind for slaving. My passion is stone, and my god is the chisel. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours.
That's better. Oh, I like him. He's not like the other Dwagar, let's put it that way. And you know what? If I'm not like the other drow, then there's hope for everybody or something. I don't know. What are you doing exactly?
Peering into cracks and crevices in hope to find history's morsels. I have come up regrettably short. I hope you might see truths where I cannot.
So we need to remember this guy, Kith. So if we do get into a battle, I don't want to kill him. We'll have to try and like knock him out if we do end up fighting with him. Well, interestingly enough, I was quite curious about this temple myself. I've heard stories. What should I be looking at?
The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
Okay, we have 3 checks to pass here for the best outcome. So, history. We do quite well on history. I think I've got proficiency. Yeah. So it says assess the statue for technique and composition. Again, I'm a cleric. I'm from the Underdark. I feel like I have literally got advantage here. Do I want to take this though? DC's 10. I've already got 6 as my bonus. I think with a little bit of guidance, we'll be okay here. Okay, guide me, guys. 22, nice.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. 2 styles, 2 eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
One moment. Investigation. Examine the fallen rubble. So 4 to 7 bonus on this. I think we still do have... yeah, we still got guidance. Let's try it. Guide me, guys. Look at that. Nice.
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split cleanly in 2. Yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Survey the area for more unseen curiosities. Wow, that is a lot of bonuses there. 10, bonus 5 to 8. We've still got guidance. Yeah, let's go. Another 2? Oh no, it's because I did guidance too late. Try it again, guys. Guide me, guide me, guide me. Oh my god, I'm using up all my inspiration for this. This is bad. How did I roll another 2? Oh my goodness. I think I need Owl's Wisdom. I think I need it. I need the advantage. Guide me. Guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me. There we go. Oh my goodness. How unlucky was that? What is it with the 2s today?
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge.
Grimforge, you say? Interesting. Hey, I'm actually looking for a forge. I am ready to report my observations.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. Ah, that explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it.
Interesting.
But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
Okay, so much is happening. Infernal plate, that might be interesting for Karlach. We are looking for like infernal metals. If we can find Damon again, who repaired her heart last time, he might be able to improve it so we can actually get Dirge to woohoo her. That would be nice. And also, this is a Sharon temple, and it was kind of like, it probably is where Ketheric Thorn came to kind of like have the Dark Justiciars, which Shadowheart's really into. And also, like, I feel like this might be something for like people who've played the previous games. I'm wondering if this is like, you know, what they're talking about here, like the history of like what happened. I wonder if that's something you actually play, if you kind of play like Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, like if that's an actual like level in the game. That would be a really, really awesome and creative way to kind of like have a throwback to a previous game by kind of like studying the architecture and the history. Like that's a really clever kind of, I don't know, like what would you call it? Not even an Easter egg. Like that's a really like clever way of doing that and incorporating that into the game. Okay. I would like to trade. I probably can't.
Let's see what you've got.
Okay, what has he actually got here? Move! Yeah, Infernal Alloy! So we've got another Infernal Metal for Karlach. That is awesome. There's some cool arrows that I would quite like to get. Sea Invisibility could come in useful later. Dimension Door, Misty Step are always useful, but I think I've got a few of those. So he's not got a huge amount on him that I'm going to find particularly useful, but I like this guy, Stonemason Kith. I like that he's really into his craft. I like that he loves what he does.
That's all then.
That's all then.
Where's the statue, you think?
That bears investigating.
Human. Certainly.
Right, Shadowheart?
The most interesting secrets are always lurking just under the surface.
Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
The walls are deep gnome make. Well, the chiseling is remarkably intricate.
They didn't live here, though. Steps are too big. Inhabitants were drow-sized at least.
The skeletons, then?
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were the others found.
Skeletons, you say? Let's keep exploring. Let's go over here. I want to have a quick chat, and those guys are chatting a lot. There's the eye. Wait. There's the eye. Wait. Save. Okay, everybody crouch. Oh, can I hit this thing? Oh my goodness. Oh no, we've drawn attention. Oh no, okay, that was a bad plan. Oops, I think, who's in it? Some people down there. Okay, we might be okay. We might be able to like hide. Hang on. Carla, can you smash the eye?
It's go time.
No, I don't want to do that. No, I'm gonna reload. I panicked. I panicked because it was like right there in front of me. I took the opportunity, but I want to look at it first. I want to actually interact with it before we start smashing it. So, oh my goodness. Okay, I might be able to like tempt it to kind of like follow me as well, like further away from those people. Okay, talk to the eye. Let's look at it.
You stare into the eye. Your reflection stares back. The longer you stare, the more uneasy you feel. There is a presence. You are seen.
It's almost like something's looking back at me. Okay, we can poke the eye. We can smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. I like that option. But I want to actually reach out to the presence. See if we can find out more.
Your consciousness surges into the orb. First, there is blackness. Then a pair of unblinking red eyes.
Minthara, is that you?
Pain grips your skull as the eyes stare into you. Then, look away. The connection is broken.
What just happened?
The scrying eye seems oblivious to you.
It's oblivious to me.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Not so much anymore, hey?
Breathe deep and move.
Is it following me? I think it's following me.
Right. Time to skulk about.
Okay. Come over here, scrying eye. Oh, I'm acting so suspiciously right now.
Rules for careful footwork.
Attention.
Can I hit it with Karlach? I don't think it likes thunder damage, right? It's only got 8 hit points. Okay. We did it. We did the thing. Okay. Exit turn-based mode. We did it. Okay, there's so much to do. Right, I want to talk to everybody.
No one back home will ever believe this.
We need to get that near guy unstuck, or those gnomes are done for. Come on. Focus.
We are. We're looking for Wilhelmw, who has the rune powder to explode the wall. Shadowheart, Shadowheart, Karlach, you focus. Like, remember what's happening here. We can't just bash everything all the time. I like this. I like when the companions have something to say about what we're doing.
This true soul near's stuck behind a rockfall, is he? Forgive me if I'm in no hurry to go digging him out.
Yeah, understandable. I feel the same, if I'm honest. He doesn't seem very nice, but we need to give him a chance. He might actually be on our side. You know, he might actually be also fighting the Absolute. We don't know. We need to speak to him, really. I want to speak to Shadowheart, because we're actually, like, doing a lot of Dark Justicia stuff here. Like, look at this guy's armor.
That drow, near, is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though, not necessarily our concern, of course.
She's so chill. Okay, so she's not really talking about the Dark Justicia stuff yet. Oh my goodness, words are hard. Let's have a look at these skeletons. These are what the other guy was talking about? Yeah, look at this damaged Dark Justicia armor. I'm going to go ahead and send that to Karlach. I don't want to carry that. It could get quite heavy. It's only 13 armor class, which isn't great. But, you know, maybe we're going to want to disguise ourselves at some point.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Neighbour's dog's going. It's like, Shah, you say? This sounds like danger. Again, we are aware that, like, we might think of this like Shah worshippers better off dead. I don't. Shadowheart's a Shah worshipper, right? We're not going to say that. I do like ominous. Let's not linger. But I think if we're going to suck up to Shadowheart a little bit, I want to say, and as well, I'm a cleric, so I would think things like this. Whatever killed them made an enemy of a powerful goddess.
Let us do what we can to avoid their fate, then.
Indeed. Let's loot the bodies. What could possibly go wrong? Aha, so here we go. The good Dark Justicia mail. So remember to loot those bodies, guys. Night Singer's reply. While obscured by shadow, the wearer deals 1-4 necrotic damage to attackers that hit them with a melee attack. We know who we're giving this to. This is obviously for Shadowheart. And there's a book here as well, the Dark Justicia's Journal. A thin diary smelling faintly of prayer smoke. Let's have a read of this. Cycle 40. I know it is forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chambers, but I could not help myself. Has Master Ketheric Thorm, not commanded us to use every possible tool to beat Shah's rivals? Besides, if Sybil's meant to keep the amulet a secret, she would have hidden it better. Cycle 40 and 2. So the cycle 40 and 2 is like date keeping, I think. It's like week 40, day 2, that sort of thing. The amulet has gifted me a power, an energy, heretofore unknown to me. I have never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the other's chagrin. I see, then, I can, Cycle 40 and 5. It is done. Thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness has lifted, but I do not know yet my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I don't know who Sybil is, but this person had an amulet that gave them a lot of power, but also made them mad and they couldn't stop laughing. And it was thrown into some lava if we want to investigate that at any point. It has opened up a quest line, help the spirit of the amulet. So we'll take those. Interesting. Find more about that later. And a bit more armor. So we could literally all wear Dark Justicia armor if we wanted to, but I'm going to give the good stuff to Shadowheart. So let's open up her inventory. So you can see, and I love this armor, but she's been wearing it for a long time, and everybody else has been starting to get like special stuff, and she's still been in this. I have a couple of things, like this slippery chain shirt and the luminous armor that I've given her, but because we were going into this like Sharon stronghold, and because she's so into it, I wanted her to be wearing her armor of her goddess. I didn't want to take that off her, but now we can have an upgrade. So you can see we're going, it's still 13 armor class, but this also has the special ability of dealing necrotic damage. So we'll pop that on her, and I think it looks pretty badass. It looks pretty cool. I don't like the boots with it so much because they're kind of like Githyanki sandals. They look a bit weird, but maybe we'll get like an upgrade to her boots at some point. Also, when we go back to camp, I feel like I want to kind of like dye that a darker colour, but I think she looks badass. I like the cowl. It's got like a cowl neck. I don't know, she looks cool, apart from her feet being out. Like, we don't need to see the dogs. Shadowheart, put the dogs away. Speaking of little animal buddies, I want to go and talk to those deep growths that we ran past. Hello, deep growth cup.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
I did put 2 and 2 together a while ago, to be honest. Do you mean Ketheric Thorm? The Shadowheart, the Dark Justicia commander?
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them.
Hellbeast?
The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone. Until the Near came.
Well, that was a long time ago. What does Near have to do with Ketheric?
I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
What could this mean? Impressive memory. How old are you exactly?
I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
Sounds like my friend Astarion. And you said a hellbeast. What kind of hellbeast could have destroyed Ketheric's army?
I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the mask men, crashing and smashing.
I'm so totally distracted by it's the one behind him. He's got like such cute little ear animations. Oh. So tusks and flesh, fire and eggs. Again, I feel like this is something that happened in a previous game that we're not aware of. That is very curious. Hopefully we don't meet the Hellbeast. I want to avoid that situation if I'm honest. Okay, I love these little guys though. They're so cute.
Afraid of them.
Do not think on it further. Rest. I will see you safe.
I love them. I love them so much.
Afraid.
Okay, that's the same one.
Do not.
Like, how about this little sleepy guy? Hello, Sleepy Roth. Hello.
Oh, are those two still talking?
So cute, the little wrinkly noses. I love them. I want one. Okay, let's have a wander then. Anything here? Cabbage? Do we want to take the cabbage?
Might be useful.
Let's take it. I mean, it's camp supplies, right? I'm gonna come again and loot a lot of this stuff off camera because it just takes a lot of time, and if we don't find anything, it can be kind of a bit boring. But I think we're getting the good stuff on camera. I want to go up here.
Shove moss in your own gob and stay quiet. They've been fed plenty.
Hello.
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker.
No, I don't do that sort of thing. It almost sounds like you're asking for help. If I ignore the tone.
And it sounds like your arse wants for a lashing, the way you talk out of it. Something spooks the dumb shits. So stop your jawing and get to working.
Stop flirting with me. You want to thrash me? Go on then. That's a very dirge answer. I think that's a dirge thing. And what exactly is behind the rubble?
You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving.
Ooh. You want my help? Then you will tell me what's back there. I am going through my inspiration points like nobody's business, so hopefully this works. Let's have the advantage and the guidance. Let's really go big or go home on this. So, you know, guide me, guys. Oh my god! That one can get out of here. Thank goodness I took the advantage. Wow, I get so unlucky when I'm filming. I don't know why that happens.
Fine. Look at this.
Don't mind if I do.
Adamantine. Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel, rarer than mithril. It ain't mined. It's made. There's an adamantine forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way.
Not if the drow get to it first. This is the adamantine forge. This is what we've been looking for. We're going to be able to craft like really good weapons and armor and stuff from this. So we definitely want to find that, and we definitely want to stop them from finding it, basically. Sounds like a you problem. Figure it out for yourself.
Droog, should have told you to piss off when I had the chance. Whimpering, or I'll take a
Let's talk to the road.
No more. No more pain, no more work. All must die.
About that. What has you in such a state?
Oh, death. Fire. I can smell it. It is too much. Too much. Anger. I can't hold it in.
It's interesting, like, how the Rothe are, like, so affected by the environment. It's kind of like they're a little bit psychic. Like, they can just read the feel of the place. Like, the other one was like, I can hear Kethric's name, like, whispered by the darkness. And this one's, like, getting infected with this, like, rage and anger. Give in to your rage and avenge your pain. Don't strike us all, just your masters. I like this. I like getting them to turn on. Again, this is Cordia's whole thing. Again, like freedom, that whole thing. This is her jam. She likes animals. Shadowheart likes animals. 21, let's go.
Yes.
And everyone approves.
They made the pain. Now they feel it.
Bloody Rothe have lost it. Put them down.
I like this. Okay, let's go. Who goes first in the lineup? It's this big guy here, so we want to definitely get him first. Can you see here at the top, if I hover over him, he's highlighting. So we want to take him out before he gets a turn. And you know what? I think this is a perfect time for me to use my lightning bolt and get all 3 of them. Make sure I don't get the Rothe. And I did the thing as well at the start of the episode where I bought myself extra sorcery points and used the amulet to restore it. So if you want to know more about that, go back and watch the last video right in the start. I did the same thing off camera, so I can use Quicken Spell, Lightning Bolt, and I can go again. He hasn't quite gone down, unfortunately. Oh, that is such a shame. Yeah, there's not much I can do. Hopefully he's got 1 hit point. Of course he's got 1 hit point. Of course he has. I'm filming. Of course the bad guy's got 1 hit point remaining. So he can basically do normal amounts of damage on us. But look at how badly they're all injured. 6 hit points. I don't want to fall down any holes. I'm going to run back here, I think. Just to a place of, like, a little bit of safety back in this corner. Right, okay. Let's see what happens. What is he gonna do? Hunter's Mark on Shadowheart. Okay, so he's gonna use Hunter's Mark on Shadowheart, and then he's probably gonna use his, like, a bow on her. I think that Shadowheart can probably withstand that. So I could use my counter spell, but it's a level 3 and I've only got 1 level 3 left. So I am not going to protect Shadowheart with counter spell. I think she's going to be okay. Hunter's Mark, and now he's going to hit her. 8 hit points, 7 hit points. Yeah, she's all right. Look at that. She didn't take much damage. Okay, Karlach then. So again, that person is not going to go now until like a full round later. So I think we need to go for this guy and try and take him out so he can't get a hit on anyone. Shadowheart, go ahead and use... Do you know what? I reckon she's got this in 1.
Cry about it.
There we go. If I'd have used that, it would have also taken a bonus action. But now I've still got Action Surge and I've got Flurry of Blows. I can't quite get to that person. But I reckon if I Action Surge, I reckon we've got this. Action Surge, which gives me more movement, I think. So now I can run up and... No, I can't hit them. Damn. Can I hit them? Yes, okay, I can hit him and take him out. Nice. And I can use Herald and do a little bit of damage on her as well. Oh, I missed. Damn it. I think she did get reverberation though. What does that actually do? Affected entity has a -1 penalty to strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. And when they have 5 or more turns of reverberation, it takes 1 to 4 thunder damage and possibly falls prone. Okay. I just want to get away from the edge slightly so we don't get knocked off. I feel like the deep growth is going to knock her off, which means we miss loot. So I'd rather that not happen. But Will does get a go. I think we've got this. If we move forward a little bit.
Coming through.
As much as I like the idea of them taking out their attackers, I feel like they're going to knock off the loot, you know? I think 22 hit points. We can try an Eldritch Blast. 16 hit points, and then with our bonus action we can quick spell finger, which comes from the gloves that he's wearing, and we can Eldritch Blast again. There we go. Nice job. How are you doing? You're free.
Dwegar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Do me a quick favour. Do you think you could smash through that rubble before you go?
You helped me. I helped you.
Who's a good cow? Who's a good cow? It makes me sad that they're kind of... Are they hurting themselves? I hope not. No, they're not hurting themselves. Good job.
We'll find a safe place. No more hurt.
Take the other 3 with you as well. It's weird to me though that they're not using the Wraith to knock through the rubble where near is. You would have thought they'd have thought of that, but I guess not. You're such good boys. I have a cab. Everybody welcome.
Grey One's gone. Good. We'll stay here until it's safe to leave.
The neighbour's dog wants to get involved. It's because he can hear me saying good boy, I think. I'm thinking now, because again I run a D&D campaign and I have got a drow character, like my character in it is a drow, because I play as a player and the DM, and I kind of want a Wraith. I think I should give my character a Wraith. Okay, let's go. I love them. Okay, let's loot those bodies. Loot that body. Loot that body. There we go. And where's the other one? They don't have anything particularly awesome on them.
Not much use for this slag. Nice speckles, though.
That was a bit of a rude word. You shouldn't talk about Lae'zel like that. No, it's slag's a word for the drippy bits of metal, like the bits that aren't used. Say you're making like a sword, the slag is like the drain off of the metal, I think, as I understand it. I did actually take like design technology for GCSE, and I think I failed it, but if my memory serves me correctly, it's something like that. Infernal Ally, I thought I'd given that to Karlach. Yeah, look, adamantine slag. So it's kind of useless, but it is a sign that there might be some more adamantine.
Time to press ahead.
Behind this wall. Now, looking for the adamantine forge is definitely on my to-do list. I definitely think that is something that we should investigate. However, I'm going to leave that for the next episode, I think, or possibly the one after that, because this is a big area. We don't want to get too side questy, because we do need to sort out Nier basically and free the gnomes, and that is kind of like job number 1. But before we go, because I think that is also going to happen in the next episode, just because the episodes get too long otherwise, I do want to kind of like clear this immediate area. And so there are some places we can kind of like climb down. Oh my goodness, look at this place. Like, yeah, we are definitely, this definitely feels like we found the adamantine forge. Look at this absolutely stunning architecture. It's so cool looking. Okay, yeah, that is definitely a job for another day. So I'm gonna get Dirge and his team to come out of this weird camp and come over to the Grimforge.
I'm surprised you're permitted to choose a partner outside of your own people. I can't imagine Mother Gith would approve. Doesn't she prefer us lesser species enslaved? Or eviscerated?
We are to use and misuse each civilization in the stars in every way we know. I do not conquer by blade alone, Gale.
Excuse me? Has Dirge been conquered by Lae'zel? I think possibly. Okay, I'm going to send Cordia back to camp just so we don't get, because otherwise people talk across distance and we lose half the conversation. So I'm going to send them to the new camp. Brand new camp time. Look at this place. It's one of the most absolutely stunning looking camps in the game. Look at all the fire, all the architecture, like, and I love that. I love that there's not just one camp. Like, you can go to a different area and there'll be a different camp. Like, how cool is that? So I love these kind of like purple stone columns. Like, the architecture of like the shard places is just so pretty. But anyway, back to Dirge. Okay, so I want these guys to kind of do a little bit of dirty work for me. Again, that entire area we're going to leave till the next episode, and kind of freeing near. I want to come this way. Oh, look at this little chest that I missed.
Anything of use?
Anything good? Nice. So, first things first, there's an area we can kind of climb down over here. Here we go. And there's some chests. So let's go and get the chests. What could possibly go wrong? Like, I don't know, guys. If you see a chest, run straight over to it and poke at it. That's my saying.
Strange marking. What's it mean?
A harper rune.
Must be in
left
one of
out in
these
plain
chests.
sight. I'd rate the harper's too smart for that.
Gale's talking over himself, apparently. So there's a harper rune. And this is apparently a harper stash, but it's weird for them to just leave everything out in the open where it could be easily found. So, I don't know, approach with caution. Maybe there's a few traps.
A poor imitation. I see you, you sneaky little shapeshifter.
Sneaky little shapeshifter. Astarion, you're even flirting with the mimics? So, yeah, this is a mimic.
Careful,
I don't know if... Maybe we want to back up a little bit. These things have a big tongue. So, I think we want to... I'm sorry, the camera angles are a bit awful here. I'll try and do my best to not make it, like, really annoying. But I think we need to get a bit of distance from these things and then maybe do the whole... sneak attack? Will it not let me? Okay, let's just initiate like this. Is it not gonna let me? Classic D&D. I need to throw some mimics at my players. I've not done that for a while. Okay. Okay. Why won't you let me attack the mimic? What's happening here? Normally I don't normally discover them. Normally I like open the chest. So
quite ready
Wizard,
for you.
do you want to like maybe fire a firebolt at this thing? There we go. Okay, all the mimics have woken up. Let me try and get this on a better angle. What if I turn it this way? That might be a little bit better for us. Again, I do want you guys to be able to actually see what's happening. So these things, they've got the big long tongues and they can disarm us. So I guess we'll take out the one that's closest. I haven't got advantage. Why don't I have advantage? Can I hide?
We'll do it my
Yeah, there we go. Now do I have advantage? Yes, let's go for that one. Like, let's try and take them out one at a time. Actually, do you know what? One of them goes first. That one goes first. It's a bit far away. Yeah, I'm going to go for the one that's already taken damage. Because, like, reducing the numbers reduces the amount of attacks that can happen on us. So that's, like, logically the best thing to do, I think. Yeah, let's go for this guy. Sneak attack. No point using a disarming attack because I don't think you can disarm the tongue. It's like part of who they are. I am going to hide again and I'm going to have Astarion just kind of like creep back here and kind of like hide behind this rock so that he can sneak attack again on his next turn. Okay, Lae'zel, you don't really want to get close to me if we can avoid it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a ranged attack. She has also got, in between episodes, do you remember I got a ring from pickpocketing someone? I think I pickpocketed, I get them mixed up. It's not Dareth, is it? Yeah, Dareth, the trader. I think I got this off her because, again, I replayed that episode and kind of pickpocketed her again. So now Lae'zel is always going to do 2 acid damage on all of her attacks, which is helpful. So if I just kind of show you there, she's got that +2 acid damage as well. So, go. Okay, did a little bit of damage, not a huge amount. We're going to try and keep picking these guys off from a distance, I think is my technique. It does say he's immune to acid damage, but still, like, good thing to have. I'm using my action surges because we're going to kind of wrap up the episode soon. And I think I am going to do a risky long rest before we carry on. There we go. That one is taken out. Okay, back up a little bit, Lae'zel. Again, we can climb up there if we need to. And that is her turn.
What now?
Okay, Dirge then. I guess we're going to go for this one, the one that's like quite close to us. Can we sneak attack? Not currently. Can I hide as a bonus action and get a little bit closer and get a sneak attack that way? It's not saying I can. How about that guy? Why does it say disadvantage? Path interrupted? Oh, how annoying. Okay, fine. Can I ice knife? Yes, I can ice knife. Well, if I can ice knife, I should be able to sneak attack, right? I don't know. Let's just do it.
Made me your enemy.
Okay, 4 damage. Not amazing, but it might slip and go prone, which we love that. He can also fly. If I had a bonus action, I'd be able to fly now, which is pretty cool because he's a sorcerer. Okay. Gale initiated combat, so we can't really do very much right now, but I am going to keep him near this wall because he's my little glass cannon. Actually, he's not a glass cannon. He's an absolute tank now with his 21 hit points, his 21 AC. So, not hit points, sorry. His 21 AC. So, yeah, he's actually kind of tanky. Is he going to trip? He's immune to prone. No. Okay, they haven't got very good movement speed, so they are still at a distance from us. My cheeky closet, I'm just going to have him go invisible. I'm going to use him as backup. I don't really want to use him too much in battle. Okay. So he's going to come a little bit close to us. Like, he's dashing, and he does not have very good movement. He is a bit close, though. And again, I don't want him to disarm me. So, let's go in with another sneak attack with Astarion and get the one that's closest to us. 22 hit points. Okay. Hide again. And also start moving towards this wall, please. Okay.
Time to strike.
I'm sorry about the bad angles. Again, it's not my fault. It's just because it's on like multiple levels. The camera jumps around a little bit. Let's go again with a good old... I mean, I have arrows, but I'd rather save them. And I think we can just keep picking at them. There we go. And again, please. Again, things like piercing shot might not make a huge amount of difference on these guys. So, oh, 15 with a critical hit. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep my distance. I'm gonna back up again.
On the move.
Just to keep out of range of them if I can. Okay.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Dirge. Sneak attack, let's go.
Fall by my hand.
Critical miss. Why? Who else have I got? Gale. I think Gale can probably take this guy out on his turn. So I'm going to have Dirge hide. Oh, no, he didn't hide. I'm just going to have him back up.
The bloody fray.
Okay. Gale. With something like Magic Missile. Let's go. Level 3 Magic Missile. We're not messing around. And see if we can take him out. All on him. Yeah, he's down. Okay. Good job, Gale. Stay where you are. Right. Come closer. Just a little bit. Just in range, please, of my ranged attacks. Great, okay. Cheeky closet, just hold your ground. Astarion, oh my goodness, the camera. Astarion then. Can I not sneak attack? It doesn't appear so. Can I hide?
Now they see me.
No, he's been seen. Okay, just go in with a firebolt then, in that case. Only 7. I'm gonna have him climb up. Again, just keeping some distance here. Move slightly to the side. And can we hide now? Perfect. Okay. Lae'zel. I might have Lae'zel go all in on this guy. Let's go. 95. Okay. And again. 13 damage. Do I want to go in with my fists? I can't actually reach him, so no is the answer to that. Again, just back up, keep some range. Try not to get knocked off the edge.
Blood comes easy these days.
Surge. Can we sneak? Sneak attack? We can. 99% with advantage.
Another fight.
16 hit points. Not too shabby. Again, let's just get over here and try and hide.
Time to press ahead. Soft.
Perfect. And then Gale. Gale, can you end this? He's got 9 hit points. I think Magic Missile's the way to go. I'm sorry about the bad angles. Okay. Well, we did it.
What's inside?
Let's go and check these mimics. Again, they're so funny. They're such like a classic D&D thing. So we've got a hand axe with a +1. Nothing too special. Another hand axe. Again, this is probably what the mimics took off, like, you know, whoever they fought last. So basically, if they can get their tongue on you, they take your weapon and they can put it inside the chest. So you have to like open the mimic chest to get the thing back. But here we have the wondrous gloves. Troubadour's Wonder, your armor class increases by 1. In addition, if you have bardic inspiration, you gain 1 or more use of it. So my only bard currently is Astarion, so I don't know if he's going to necessarily use those, but we'll send them over to him. I did also get that Kushko thing, didn't I? Armor of uninhibited Kushko. The wearer can use their reaction to make an unarmed strike against any attacker that misses. So that would be good for people who have unarmed strikes. So for example, Karlach or Lae'zel. But I actually quite like them to have the bulky armor. Like I really love Karlach's armor where she can kind of like do the Hellcrawler and she can teleport like a Misty Step but with fire. So I really like that for her. She is a barbarian, so you could do things like rage, which kind of gives her like more protection, but maybe that's something we can do in the future. I might just give it to her for now and we can kind of maybe look at that in the future. But yeah, I've heard that's really good armor, but I've never actually used it myself. Excuse me. Yeah, and you've got to watch for that sometimes in the game. Hello? Oh, really? Nobody's seen this. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to have somebody else come down here. So there's like a little chest, which is like the real hidden chest, like the real Harbour treasure, but everybody absolutely failed the perception check. So I might just have to like do that off camera or something. I don't know. Or bring someone else over here, but it's gonna be a pain to do. Yeah, okay, we get another look at this Grimforge as well here. Which again just looks super stunning. I need to go for a pee, so I need to wrap this episode up. Okay, let's keep going. So I don't know why he's crouching. Don't hide, let's go.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
And climb back up here. So again, this is where we talk to the people who were like the stonemasons who were like looking at the architecture. So we're right next to them basically. And we're gonna go up pretty much the way that Cordia went. Over this side. There's a chest here that's locked, so we can have Dirge or Astarion unlock it, but I think it's not very good.
Don't touch me.
I don't think this tends to have very good stuff in it.
With pleasure.
But I want to kind of like show you where things are. Let's go. He's got the gloves of thievery, which give him advantage. Easy peasy. Easy. Light crossbow. I actually think this gives us like a dialogue check, if I remember correctly.
No Dwergar made this. The design looks Sharon.
There you go. The design looks Sharon. So again, just another hint that there's Shar worshippers here. Doesn't really do anything special though, unfortunately. But there is this area down here as well. So let's head down there. There's a book on sloth, gluttony, and vice. Endure, 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 so commands Ladurga, the Taskmaster. Endure, cry it out as your hammer strikes rock. Endure, shout it as your axe splits your enemy's skulls. Endure, holler as your cane strikes your slaves' backs. Toil is our duty and our blessing. Toil is the reward we grant our sons and servants. Doesn't seem like a reward that I want, to be honest. You can keep it. Yet beware the great enemy of toil, the scourge that wounds us and ours, the tankard. It is not only ale that pours forth from it, but indolence, gluttony, and a wandering mind. The drunkard is the clan's millstone, too heavy to carry, too idle to contribute. Cast him into the dark lake, let him sink to the bottom, and once more call out, endure, endure, endure. No autonomy, no pleasure, only work. I don't like that doctrine. I don't think that's something that I want to subscribe to. Thank you very much. You can keep it. I am that lazy person. I mean, with a little bit of luck, you know, you swim to a different shore, a bit like Cordia did, right? She found people who suited her better than, you know, where she grew up in Menzo Branson. So there's another chest here.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
We can disarm it. Okay. And then, oh, we need to lockpick it as well. What I'm thinking right now, hang on, let's do this and then I'll like explain what's going through my mind. Hang on. It's so easy for him, like with all his perks. We've got this real Sparky Sparks wall. So do you remember Yer, the guy who made all of Cordia's like electric armor? This is by him. It says, if there's anything it's beautiful, I don't know if it's, I think they're they, aren't they? I think I remember kind of like figuring out that they go by they, them. Is there anything as beautiful as lightning striking all around you? Yer the Sparkstruck said, letting all lightning strike all around them. So he like said it was beautiful as everybody's getting struck by lightning. We know who's getting that. That is going to go to Cordia. That is very much her sort of thing. So that gives us like a new special spell. And look down here, guys. Like, look at all this. Like, we are absolutely heading down there later. So I do wonder if it's possible. Like, if you've got like, probably not Misty Step. I don't think we've got that kind of range. But maybe Cordia did. If Cordia had like, you know, the sorcery point that means her spells can like double distance, she might be able to Misty Step over there. Or possibly like if someone has like flight or like dimension door, or even like Lae'zel with her like mega jump could jump over there possibly. But I want to go like the legit way. I want to kind of like work our way around to these places. And if we don't manage to get anywhere, we can kind of like come back and try that later. But for now, I think I'd rather go like the story route around rather than kind of like the cheesy shortcuts. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode, more or less. I am going to send everybody back to camp. And yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll go ahead and give Cordia a quick hug. Because we've got the hugs mod and it's just a nice thing to do. I think I have to find it. He's not a natural hugger, to be honest. Common. There it is. There's my hugs. Oh, I can see it now, actually. He has got it. There it is. Let's hug her like we would hug Gale. Oh, it's so cute. A nice hug at the end of the day. I like having Dirge and Cordia as my two main characters like interact a little bit. Even though the game doesn't really allow it, I like that the hugs mod will let me have like a little bit of interaction with them. Like I can't talk to them, you know, like if I do it's just like, she's not all there. Okay.
I can do better. I must.
I think I am going to more or less leave it there. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to short rest, so I'm not going to do it now. Look at the light behind her. I'm not going to short rest now. I don't think we're going to get a cutscene from it, to be honest, at this point. But I'm going to leave the episode here and kind of make that decision off camera of whether or not I long rest. Because the more long rests we do, the more likely Nair and the two gnomes that are inside that wall are likely to die. So I don't know if I want to risk it or not. but also I do need to replenish spell slots, so I'm going to have a think about that off camera, and then we'll kind of make that decision in the next episode. I am talking too much again. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do take care of your faces. Have a lovely week. I'm sorry if this video goes up a little bit late. I am intending it for Friday, but I've had such a busy week that, and then there's something else that's come up that's kind of like I hadn't factored into my schedule, so it might go up a bit late. I'm so sorry if it does, but yeah, leave me a like if you like, comment down below kind of what you're thinking. Are you enjoying? Would you leave Nier inside there to die, but then we don't save the gnomes? Like, let me know all your thoughts. No spoilers though, and I will see you next week. Do check out Dragon Age Veilguard if you haven't checked it out already and you're curious. I've got like a whole series of videos on that going up. Yeah, have a great week. See you again. See you again soon, friends. Bye. Can't speak. Ah.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a